Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Thursday. Well, today as you can see we are going to be working on the Rainbow Dragon, and I will put a picture of it here so you can see it. I put one of the pictures that we took this morning. My daughter and I went down to a place where we've been 100 times, but we had never taken the little walking trail. So yeah, well, before we ever got there, we were going to go to this other place that we had never been to. Hang on, gotta get a hold of my material here. And so we get out of the car, we got our walking sticks, we got the camera, we got the tripod. Oh, it's swell. And the stairs up this thing was made out of half logs. That would have been our first clue. And we start walking on this. It looks like an old riverbed. But if you stay on that trail, it would go to the top of one of the 14,000 foot mountains. And we're like, So we walked on it until it was like almost a 90-degree walk, and we decided that ain't happening for us today. Yeah, no, it wasn't. What can I say? It was pretty bad, because there was nothing flat about that trail at all. I mean, or even smooth. There was rocks everywhere, and I'm glad we brought our walking sticks, so that's where I took the pictures of one of the, oh my goodness, one of the little water, I don't know, beds coming out, you know, how else to call it, but yeah. And that's all we really looked at there. We were there maybe half an hour. And then we went back to the place where we have been before, but it was a great big huge parking lot, and people can park there and then go walk on the trailheads and stuff like that. So we got on one of these little trails that we had never been on, and it was just absolutely lovely. So that's where all the flower pictures came in. And yeah, I'm telling you, it was a day. So we walked around, you know, on this trail until it got to be a 90-degree angle. I'd say we spent a good hour there, you know, just kind of walking around, look at the flowers. There's a lot of flowers and little streams, and we had to cross a couple little streams. Yeah, my shoes were soaked to the gills, so they're out on the porch drying as we speak. So yeah, it was fun. It really was. We had a good time. And then it was about 11:30 by the time we got back to the car, and we went and had pizza at the truck stop because it was quick and it was easy. And I mean, there was a few people there, but it wasn't too terribly bad. And there was hardly nobody on that second trail that we went on. Now, on the first trail, we had an older gentleman. He passed us, and like a couple, I mean. And then there was an older man, and then there was a couple. And they were, you know, about my age or whatever, and they were walking up that 14-footer, but those were the actual only people we saw. But there was, God, maybe 25 cars in that parking lot. So I knew there was other people, you know, somewhere. And I'm sure we would have passed them, but my daughter and I just didn't think we had it in us to go up that 14-foot, you know, hike walk, whatever it was. But it was, yeah, it was killing my hip in the first 10 minutes, so I knew we were screwed up. So time to go home. Not home, but someplace else that was a little bit less of a challenge. But it got us out, and we didn't take the chairs and stuff so that I could make a video and everything. because we had never been to those places, so, you know, we didn't want to take a whole bunch of equipment with us. We didn't know how it would be. So now that we know that this other one, it's a lovely little path, and you can go, and you follow the path, and it's kind of a rocky path, and it's pretty smooth, you know, I mean, and it's not much of an uphill climb or anything. It wasn't too strenuous. About the most strenuous part of the whole thing was crossing that river. Oh, it was special. I mean, not river, but it was a little creek. I mean, it was not even a river. But, of course, I missed every rock I was supposed to step on, you know, and I got my walking stick my daughter made for me, and I'm trying to negotiate through this water, and the water was coming pretty fast, as you can see from some of those pictures. So, yeah, I'm just going to flip this, because hanging on to all that is just driving me batty. So, that consumed our morning. So, but we had a good time. I'm just going to flip it again. Sorry, am I making you dizzy yet? I don't mean to. I just got to be able to hang onto this silly thing. And this is one of those thinner, what do you call it? Canvases. So it's not too bad at all. But I thought I'd work down here. I'm working on his face. Actually, his top of it is like nose and top of where his teeth and everything are at. So I figured that would be easy. And oh, what color is this? Oh dear. It is 9:58 maybe, if I'm reading it right. It could be 9:68, but I was reading it sideways. So yeah, that consumed our morning, and we were both shot by the end of it. And the kids, they decided to go to Boys and Girls Club, and the only reason they decided to go there today was because my daughter's internet is out. They're working on something. I don't know, something went down. But she has a different internet than I do, so I got nothing. It's funny how there's 2, possibly 3 different kinds of internet you can get right here in one little area. And we just live across town from each other, so yeah. But, oh my goodness, I gotta figure out which way I'm supposed to be going here. Probably doing it backwards. But we're good, we're good. Nobody is gonna care. And I am not going back. Life is too short. It'll be fine. So, what is everybody else up to? Hope you're all having a good week, and you're getting to do things and go places, and sorry, even if it was, you know, just someplace in town that you may never have been to. It's always good to get out and go see new things and different things. Scissors are driving me nuts. They were underneath the canvas over here, and they're just rattle, 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 rattle. I stitched this morning a little bit, and last night on the birds and the flowers, this one. So I was working right here on this bird. I haven't got too much done on it. I got a couple colors into it. Okay, thread, get a life. Let's just get rid of you. I really like working on this. This is a nice, easy type stitch. So far, I mean, you know, I haven't gotten into anything weird or hard, or, you know, this might be a little confetti down in there, but I'm just taking it a little bit by a little bit. But there are some bigger areas, like, there we go, like that flame thing that comes up this way. So there's lots of areas that are much, you know, it's kind of nice to just stitch one color for a little bit and then change to something else. So, didn't find any good rocks or anything like that. Really? Are you kidding me? Everybody, get your act together. Holy cow. I thread these so that it'll, you know, be a nice smooth video, but some days. But I didn't stitch on anything else last night. I was just absolutely fried. It was horrible. The truck did not get there until 7 p.m. So the boss and I ended up putting like half of it away. Of course, that included the frozen stuff that really had to get in a freezer. But, and she finally left by 9 o'clock. So, not too bad at all. But we had to wait all that time, and then my help, of course, I had to go home at 6. So, yeah, and it was just drug out, drug out, drug out. And I didn't leave there until 10:20, I don't think. Yeah, it was a little something. And I came home and I had a couple brats I was having for dinner. And that's all I ate. I couldn't anymore. I'm so tired, I went to bed and didn't fall asleep until 3 o'clock. Go figure. Right? What the heck? I miss those days where I can just fall into bed and be asleep in no time. It wasn't one of those. Not at all. So. Oh, I did work. Was it yesterday? See, I can't even remember. I don't think it was last night. I think it was before I went to work. I worked a little bit on Peter Rabbit, but didn't get a whole bunch accomplished there. Because it's 14 count, and you know it takes forever. Whoops, let's not go up the one we just came down. Get all my half stitches in, and then I'll turn around and come back. Sure is a pretty colored turquoise. Just gorgeous. Trying to see these silly X's. There's X's and pluses, all in the same shade. Oh, and not to be outdone by that arrow sign that goes in one direction or another. It's like, seriously, people? Do you only have red, yellow, blue, green, and purple? The primary colors? Learn to mix your colors, please. Trying to get all these so I won't have to come back. Oh, I guess that's good enough. That's on that side. Nope. Didn't watch anything too terribly exciting on Netflix at all. I just put the norm on, and I just sat there kind of like a vegetable till it was time to go to bed. I hate days like that. Because when I know I don't have to get up in the morning, it's always nice to stay up just a little bit later, but, you know, I can't count on that these days. The cat was so weird this morning. So weird. Oh my goodness. So, about 6:30-ish. Hang on, I need a drink. Whoop, there went my lid. Sorry. So, about 6:30, she starts circling the bed, doing her meow thing. And then all of a sudden, I was laying on my back. I'm like, okay, I'll get up here. I'll just get up here in a minute. I'd had about 3 hours of sleep. And she got up on the bed, and I laid my hand out there. She came right up to it, and I petted her, and she kind of walked, you know, circled around again and laid back down on her little bed, we'll call it laughingly, and just sat there. And I kind of moved my hand around, you know, like you do under a blanket or whatever, and usually a kitten will like attack it and pounce on it, you know, and all that. No, but she was giving it the good eye, you know. I mean, she was watching what I was doing, but she wasn't making any effort to leave. So finally I get up, and I'm like, okay, I'll fix the cat food first, and then I'll put my coffee, you know, into the microwave, and I can do that. And usually I'll get all that done, and she'll be still sitting in the hallway. Well, I had put her food down, and she went right over there and ate it, and stuff came out of the microwave. I fixed my coffee, and I just stood there for a good 5 minutes, and she just kept eating. And even when I took my coffee cup and went towards in the opposite direction, you know, she didn't even move. It was the most bizarre morning I've had yet. So she's starting to come around. I wouldn't say she's all up in your face, but she's getting there. She did come over and sniff my hair this morning. Because, you know, are you going to get up? You know, because I'm here. I'm like, oh my gosh. Molly was so easy. Okay, we're up. And she'd have laid there to sleep as long as I was going to sleep. She didn't have to get down or go anywhere, or because she couldn't get back up anyway, because she was too short to jump up on the bed. Yeah. Anybody want a cat? Oh God, I'm telling you, I don't know. I just take it one day at a time, and if she's this way today or that way tomorrow, or if she's the same way she was yesterday, you know, we kind of count ourselves lucky. You know, it's a journey. It is a journey. But I like the factor that the dog's not barking. Now, Molly didn't bark a whole bunch, you know, but I just have visions of having a dog and the dog just barking at everything that would jump, you know. Molly's big deal was looking out the window, and she could see people or whatever, something moving, so she'd have to bark at it. But, I mean, it wasn't like it was a constant barking. So, yeah, I'm not up for that. So, yeah. So, we'll see. We're taking baby steps. There wasn't too many opportunities to take a whole lot of pictures. Most of it was flowers and water streams. But it sure was pretty. I mean, I couldn't believe there was that many wildflowers still growing up there. And those little pink flowers, I believe they were, what do you call them? Is it primrose? Or wild roses? You know what I'm talking about. They called them something else when I lived in, like, Kansas. But I can't remember what the heck they were. But there was pink and purple and yellow flowers and white ones, too. That, what do you call it? Queen Anne's lace? Everywhere. Just everywhere. Oh, good. Let's just... seriously. Holy hell. We're having a day, guys. We are having a day. It didn't work anymore on the sampler because I figured I might make a mistake or use the wrong color, but just doing little bits on that birds and flowers, bird's love nest is what it's called. Just one strand at a time. Nope, that does not go there. Come back. Now I've hit the green pluses. Is that not special? I'm telling you. Now that other dragon that I have, I think it's smaller than this one. That was like purple, and then I had one that was blue. They had a lot more confetti in them than this thing ever will have. But I just take one strand at a time and try to finish a section if at all possible. See, we got to get a thread and lay it down. A couple of them. Ay, 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 ay. Up. Come on. And then I'll go right back down and pull the thread down. That way I don't have to come back with it. I'm going to go over here a bit since I have an extra bit of thread. Oh, well, that wasn't even down, was it? Oh my goodness, some days. Let's go this way. I was watching Desert Owl Crafting, I believe, with Christy. And she is working on one of those silk cross stitches. She's doing a good, I mean, I can't believe how far she is. She's just slamming that thing. Man, oh, it just took me forever. So I may go in there and find those birds, because I really wanted to do those birds. And, and it's all silk. I think I still have it. I don't know. Because, I mean, there was more than 10 colors, so it wasn't something that I converted to DMC. And I do have, oh God, I don't think it's right here. Probably not. No. I have one of those wax things, so I will try to use the wax this time. When I did that last one time, I didn't, I didn't know about the wax, so we'll see. And I'm sorry this one's going to be a little bit late today, so bear with me. Oops, there's one more. There's about 5 here. I wanted to work a little bit on the that last stained glass owl that I got. It has such beautiful colors. That's what happens. And I want to work on them all the time. But yeah, I'll see if I can find that crazy bird, because it's almost got me. Okay, I'll try it one more time. If this does not work, you know, we're going on to something else and just calling that a wash. But she's doing a fabulous job on that. Just absolutely fabulous. And it looks so good when it's done. And I noticed, I think she's the one that got that phoenix. When I ordered my phoenix like that, that's all like blue background with all the that colorful phoenix, I had a choice. I think I got that from AliExpress, I think. And you had a choice of either silk or cotton at the time. But gosh, that's been, God, 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, I love that. And I'm still working on mine. It's out somewhere. It's over there somewhere in the big hoopty. But I haven't gotten it out lately. I should, but yeah, I about got one whole wing done. But it's just such a beautiful pattern. Just gorgeous. And I know it'll be stunning in that silk thread. Or rayon, or whatever it is. Yeah. Come on. We're trying to get to the end of the road here. No, then I'll let go. So, I about got that filled in. There's just a few more of this same color right here, and a couple more maybe over there. But I about got his... Let me back out just a bit. There we go. The front part of his snout, and then this starts like his teeth here. That's where it gets to be a little confetti. But nothing too terribly hard. Alright guys, well thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.